Hi guys, so the next video I want to do changes for is Lili. So let's go over her. There's been like a bit of uproar that Lili got power crept quite a bit in this season because her changes are kind of lackluster compared to others. But let's have a look anyway. So the first change is 1, 2, 3 is now 13 damage from 10. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think we need to go over that really. So the last hit just does more 3 more. So pretty much explains itself. And it's the same for 2, 3 as well. So downward 1, increase the low range attack. Now I asked Lili players about this change, and it seems like there isn't really that much of a difference. Like you can still backdash the second hit, and stuff that crushed downward 1 still crushes downward 1. So this doesn't seem to have much of a change for this. Down 3 now. I like this buff a lot. I think this is a good buff because down 3 used to be +1 on counter hit always. Like nothing changed on counter hit. But now on counter hit she is +5 and they're encroaching, so they can't step one way. So she has more opportunities for pressure. Even though Lili can't really do much of +5 anyway, it's still like the opponent still is at -5. You know, Lili can still do pressure at -5. Like for example, if you could trade while standing 4 and get counter hit combo off this, for example, or you can safely do generic down 4, so you won't get dick jobs out of it. And yeah, a lot of times they'll respect you, and if they mash, you can do downward 1 as well. So it's a lot better than +1 at least anyway. It's definitely a good change for sure. Down 1 +2, change the animation. No, change the damage from 20 to 25. So yeah, that's good, right? It's because Lili's wall game is pretty scary. You know that she has a power crush. That is only like -13 on block, I believe. So having this kind of power crush is really strong. Because, you know, they're going to be scared of pressing buttons against her at the wall, so it doing more damage is very welcomed. Denmark for adjusting emotion since difficult for opponent jump stats hit land mids. I think what that means is this used to go under some mids, but now it doesn't go under those same mids. If the patch notes are correct in saying that. So back 1 +2 is now -12 instead of -14. I mean, it's nice, right? It's safer, so it's always nice to have. The evasion is still not great on it, but the safety is better. Can't complain about that too much. Now back turn 1, 2, change the frame franchise hit from +5 to +8. Now why this is good is because, well, I mean, this is kind of whatever, right? But I'm going to top it in the next change now. So 1, 2 is pretty whatever with the frame advantage buff, because she has this new move now, back turn 1, 4. Now this is good because it does more damage than back turn 1, 2. So if you do Root of Evil counter hit, you can go into this for more damage now. Because before you got 48, but now you get 56, which is 8 more damage, which is pretty nice off this, especially when it's counter hit confrontable. And it also has application in combos. She has some new staples, so this would be her old staple as far as I know. And her new staple is something like this, with the new move. So as you can see, it does 2 points more damage. And she can do this off other staples, she can do off her Dumper 2 as well. So her damage went up a little bit with this new move. Now this nerf kind of sucks because this is, for me, this is the most fun thing about Lili, but they nerfed the damage on it. So if we go to the wall, so as you can see, the second hit, the 4th hit I should say, does 5 less damage. And you can actually, not many people know this, but you can actually spring kick to reduce the damage even more. So this only does 1 less damage than the other staple. Obviously you should go first when you can, but compared to this, it only does one more damage. I mean, 1 more damage. But the Oki is better. It's still worth going for, but the damage is nerfed. I think that's to go in line with the damage nerf at the wall across the board, because that's an unscaled ender. But some characters still retain their unscaled enders, like notably Asuka and Bob. So it's a bit weird, bit of a weird change, I think. Back turn 1 +2, decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits. Now I'm not sure what this means, because she can always still do the combo off it anyway. But at tip range, the dick chop still whips. So I'm not sure what changed exactly. I guess it's just more consistent, but still at tip range it can still whiff anyway. So I'm not sure. Why I didn't change it. Yeah, so I was saying it still whiffs anyway at tip range. So I'm not sure what changed exactly, but apparently it did anyway. So adjusted emotion since the opponent landed jump in mid attack. So same for Denmark 4, right? This will go under some mids apparently, but now that wouldn't be the case anymore. So up back 1, change the opponent's behavior when move lands his counter hit. So what this means is let's go back to the wall. So Lili's old combo offer up back 1 will look something like this. And I dropped it. So it will look like something like this, but because of the new animation, she can now do this. And it's dropping. Yeah, so she can now do this. So it does 2 points more damage than her old staple. It's a bit weird to do, but that's there anyway. And on some characters, she can do 4-3 on some characters. This is just something you have to know with her, I guess. So up 3-3, it fixed an issue which the ranged attack after pushing this was not correct. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what that means. But it's fixed anyway apparently. I don't know what it means, but it's fixed. So up forward 2, change the frame times from -12 to -10. So up forward 2 is this. I mean, some characters you could do sidestep into up forward 2 and it's a bit evasive. But she has a face of -10 option against the wall, I guess, for a wall spot. So I mean, it's nice to have, I guess. But yeah, so that's safer, I guess. I never use this move. I probably still won't, but it's there. Up for 4 can now shift it back turn after it. Now, this is a bit memey. I mean, it has its application, like, you know, if you make them tech roll into it, or for example, you could do this and then go into back turn and then do stuff like back turn generic gen 4 or back turn 1+2, you know, like a little built-in mix-up. Or if you're feeling like online-y and gimmicky, you could go for the snake edge from back turn as well. So, and if they try to interrupt, you know, you could finish it and wall fence them. But it is kind of meh, I guess. It's not amazing. 4-3, fix an issue in which in pushing this would shorten the duration of the attack hitbox being active. So I'm not sure honestly what that means, but it's fixed anyway. 4-1+, increase the distance between opponents when this hits. So increase the distance when this hits from the opponent. So I'm not really sure why that was changed. It seems like a bit of a nerf, to be honest. Like, decreases Lili's momentum afterwards. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong on these things, because this just don't go off what I know of Lili. So the next one is QCF12, change frame advantage from -19 to -17 on hit, from -8 to -6. So what this means is this is harder to option select. So some characters have moves that can kind of beat out both, but because it's safer on block and hit now, it can be harder to challenge. It can be harder to interrupt Lili in the clutch. So it's just something you have to think about. I mean, it's not going to change the situation much. It's just going to make it a little bit harder to interrupt Lili when she does it. The QCF12 changes the behavior when hit from the side. So what does it do from the side? It does this. I think it always did that anyway. So slightly different animation, I guess. FC downward 1 is now -6 from -9. Sorry, -6 from -9, which is, it's nice, I guess, because this can slip under highs, and it's a 14 frame wall splat. So if you get an opportunity, you can go for it. So it being slightly safer on block means Lili can still do things at -6, which is, you know, it's okay. It's an okay buff. I'm not going to touch this. This is like 10 hit stream meme. So yeah, that's it for Lili. I think she is power crept for sure. Like the changes she got compared to other characters are definitely like not great, but just, you know, like she is a bit better. Like the character itself is a bit better, but she definitely got power crept. So that's it for Lili.